All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeftTV. Be ready for some high-speed action tonight. Step on the gas. All right, race fans, welcome to Atlanta Motor Speedway. This is TurnLeftTV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. The high-octane Racing League Buschwackers Xfinity Series hits Atlanta for a 90-lap race. It's race number 7 of the season, and this season is heating up. And what better place to heat up than Atlanta? Well, it's all about tires, all about side-by-side racing tonight. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watching right here on TurnLeft TV. Well, a little Buschwackers Xfinity Series on a Friday night. It's Friday, it's Atlanta, and it is race number 7 of the season. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory? Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. And we got a good one here for you tonight. Wow. Always fun with Atlanta. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, the broadcaster, the commentator here at TurnLeftTV. This is race number 7 of the season, and it's a 90-lap race at Atlanta. Man, this is going to be a fast, fun, tight track here tonight with these drivers. A lot of guys in the mix to win this race, too. So stay with us, man. Hang with us for the race. Thank you for joining us. And another good one here for you on a Friday night. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server for your race league, there are 3 self-managed server packages you choose from. Also, you want to host your website, your online store, that's a VPS hosting or shared web hosting, also available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Again, thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Man, I got some more subscribers. What in the world? Yeah, man, I'm getting there. I'm inching toward 1,000 subscribers. Please hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so to help me out here, and smash the bell. All those help out getting these videos out to more people to see, and just good things happen. Get good racing shown to everybody out there. Put it on display. But again, thank you for supporting TurnLeftTV. It's got about, looks like about 11 minutes, 12 minutes left to go in the practice session. Going to give us a chance to sort of take a look at the schedule. And this is race 7 of the season here. Back half of the season, Atlanta. And then next week we'll be at a road course, Watkins Glen International, there for race number 8. Race 9 at Phoenix. That'll be a good one, man. 120 lap race there on March the 6th. And March the 13th, finish it out at Vegas. Woo, man, you know what they say. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, right? Just don't stay too long in Vegas because that could be disastrous. I am a testament to that. I went out there for like a 3-day deal and decided to stay another 3 days. Oh man. Well, we're not going to lose anybody here and doing it in the sim racing world, but it is a lot more fun in person. I will say that. So that's coming up at the end of the season there, so that'll be a great one. Well, I'll tell you what, we want to get our point standings coming into tonight, man. As we are in, race number 7, back half of the season. Let's take a look at the point standings coming into tonight's race. Sean Jacobs with the points lead, followed by Dana Grover in second. Ed Palumbo is third in points. John Stanley fourth. The Givaldo Spindola is fifth. Tony Furtado sixth, just 1 point behind P5. Preston Hassel is in the 7th position. Jesus Iglesias sits 8th. Jomar Peixoto in that top 10. He's in 9th. Jack Furtado rounds out the top 10. Take a look at page number 2. Chris Hughes, little part-time drivers here at Gordon Carter, 11th and 12th. Archer Vieira, he's out here tonight, man. Uh-oh, that could spell bad news for some guys there. He's going to be a top contender. Stanislav Pavlov is 14th in points. Eugene Fedorov, 15th. Dmitry Skakin is 16th. Dennis Yudishin, 17th. Ritsky Novar, 18th. And Claudio Bardelli Jr. sits 19th in points. Get some chatters in here as well. Of course, Givaldo's starting us off. Let's do some racing. There's Heath Johnson, whoever that guy is. Jomar Peixoto, he's out here on the track tonight as well. Good to see Jomar out. Best of luck to him tonight. There he is. Look at that, right there. Automatically threw the camera on him, too. Saturday Night Thunder headed your way tomorrow night. They'll be in Atlanta, 100-lap race there, so 10 more laps than the Buschwackers, race number 8 of that season. The Saturday Night Thunder Next Gen Series, a lot of fun, man. A lot of strategy in this series. And, come on out and give us a try there on Saturday night. Racing starts at 9 p.m. Tough Trucks will be at St. Petersburg Grand Prix for the first time. 45-lap race coming up next week. On Wednesday, race number 8 of the season. That's Wednesday, February the 25th. Racing starts at 8 p.m. Well, I don't know, man. Atlanta, does anybody who knows anything about racing not know about Atlanta? Atlanta Motor Speedway. High banked, 1.5 miles. 4 turns, 1.54 miles, 4 turns, banking 24 degrees, straights at 5 degrees, and a lot of racing up near the wall, through the corners, down the straights, through the tri-oval area as well, man. There's going to be a lot of side-by-side racing here, high line, low line, both lines work. Might even try the middle line. This is a fun track, man, high speed, and it does lend itself to a little bit of aggressive driving, so that kid get us in trouble here tonight, so these guys are going to have to be a little patient. And that shows me right race keys. Throttle control here at Atlanta. A lot of goose in the throttle. Got to manage the tires as well. It's easy with the aggression situation to really burn up those tires. So those two things go hand in hand. Manage the traffic. You're going to be in traffic all night long. And you got to, as always, you have to make good pit stops. So those are my keys here tonight. Looks like we've got about 5.5 minutes left to go. In the practice session. Don't forget to join Claudio Bardelli Jr. over at his Sober Tom podcast. So youtube.com/@SoberTom Podcast. All things music there for Claudio Bardelli Jr. We haven't seen him in a while. Hopefully he's doing okay. Buenas noches, Claudio. Donde es Claudio? Got to get him back out and racing. I know he said he told me he was going to be off for a little bit over the summer and doing some family time and so forth. So, and doing some music, of course, but support his Sober Tom podcast channel. 4 minutes left to go. Next week, right here in the Buschwackers Series. No, we're not going to do the Wheel of Fun. Just the wrong key. There you go. We'll be at Watkins Glen, 40-lap race number 8 of the season. And that'll be fun. So a little bit of shifting gears and turning left and turning right in Watkins Glen coming up next week. And that'll be live right here on TurnLeftTV. Race number 8, 40-lap race from Watkins Glen in the Buschwackers Series. Of course, it'll be, of course, on TurnLeftTV. To see a good field out here tonight. Still have a couple of guys I think are trying to get in. There's sometimes some connection issues along the way. But 71 here, Gilmar Peixoto, he's in. For now, hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed for him. Sometimes he has some connection issues. But good to see Gilmar out here. He's chatting it up with us. Qualification's just 2 minutes away. If you're watching the stream, live or on replay, please hit that thumbs up button. Get the videos out there for people to see. More and more viewers helps us, of course. Jack Furtado out here as well, one of those old guard HORL drivers. Good to see Jack out here tonight.
Step on the gas.
Stanislav Pavlov out here too, base 62. South Point sponsored Chevy. Tell you what, man, when he comes out, he is definitely a candidate for winning the race. So might be a good guy to pick here tonight if you're looking to pick a driver to win here at Atlanta. He's got that mix of patience and aggression as well. So Stanislav might be a good pick here tonight. Can Jack Furtado get his first win in his 94 car? I don't know. Might be. Could be his night, man. Well, that would be exciting. The fans would dig that. Dana Grover out here tonight, racing from the Tracks VR facility. So kudos to those guys for providing him a place to race, and with all the fixins. And sometimes some hot chicks show up at Tracks VR. The 89 Tracks VR Toyota has a chance to win this tonight. All right, so looks like practice is over, and you know what that means? That means we are going to qualifications. Two hot laps. Lay down the best time you can lay down. Good starting position, pretty important here, I think. I mean, there's going to be a lot of passing, but I do want to start up front because if there are crashes and you're back in the pack a little bit, man, it's liable to collect a lot of cars too. You do not want to have damage here as well. Aero is pretty important here in Atlanta. We've got 75% damage setting, so that's pretty hard to overcome if you get a pretty significant amount of damage. So it does look like we are now in the qualification session. And maybe Preston Hassel here in the 27 car. Going to come out here and lay down some laps. Preston Hassel in the 27. Definitely one of those guys you think will really possible to start on the pole here. Good candidate for that. He's a 27. Those two sectors. We're in the blue because he's the first one out. But here we go, 30.239. Giving the guys a place to aim. 30.239 right now, the top time. Look at that, 32.06. We were just focusing on the four-car. Archie Vieta to the top of the grid. 2.06 there for him. Wowza. How about Gordon Carter at 56? He's got to shoot for the 2.06. Archie Vieta to the top. That didn't last long for that Ford. Preston Hassel now outside pole as we stand now. Gordon Carter, P3. Good run there for the 56. Look at this, 30.256 P3 for Gordon Carter so far. How about Tony Furtado? Tony the Tiger. Right now P5. Let's take a look and see what lap number 2 does for him. Really far up there against the wall. 3.51 P6. John Stanley in the 12. Right now shown in 9th because he's finished up his qualification effort. How about Jesus Iglesias Barbecue in the 22 car? With the Orange Crush sponsored Chevy of Jesus Iglesias. Shoot for a 2.06. A little bit slow in that first sector, about a 10th off. 1.5-ish off. Sector 2 a little bit better, not about almost on par with the leaders on that one. 30.440 P10. He's got some work to do on lap number 2. Jesus, or excuse me, Stanislav looks like he has finished up his qual up to P3. That moves Gordon Carter back to 4th. Let's see what the 22 can do here. A little bit better in sector number 1 on that go-round. He is fast in sector number 2. He is fast. Here we go. He's going to be right on the cusp. He's definitely going to gain some positions. And where does he land? P3 for Jesus Iglesias. How about that? Jesus. Little barbecue. Throwing some barbecue sauce out there on that last lap. Good job to Jesus. So it looks like that's the final for the qualification. They got about 5 minutes left to go. And we'll give you the official results. Thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. I really appreciate the support. As always, and let's get this party started.
We'll step on the gas.
All right, we are back. Thank you for joining TurnLeftTV, whether it be live or on replay. Tonight we are at Atlanta Motor Speedway. We've just finished the qualification session, now in the warm-up session. I'm your host, Heath Johnson. This is race number 7 of the season, and it's the High Octane Racing League Buschwackers Xfinity Series. Great track here at Atlanta, and just finished the qualification session. Take a look at the top 10. Arthur Vieta, good to see Arthur out here tonight. 30.206. Preston Hassel sits second, or qualifies in second. Jesus Iglesias third. Stanislav Pavlov fourth. Gordon Carter qualifies in the 5th position. Givallo Spindle, another good qualification position there for him, qualifies in 6th. Dana Grover, the top Toyota, qualifies in 7th. Sean Jacobs 8th. Tony Furtado starts in the 9th position, and Jack Furtado will start 10th. Take a look at second page. We actually have 13 drivers in here now. A couple of drivers joining us in the after qualification. John Stanley qualifies in 11th. He will start in that 11th position, of course. And we got a couple more drivers out here. Well, time to get your picks in. Get your picks in tonight. My pick, well. I think a couple guys out here I think are really good at this place. And this pick of mine can be, I'll tell you, I'm on the edge right here. I'm on the edge. And it's this guy. Well, he's in the, you got to be out on the track, man. That guy right there, Arthur Vieta. Vieta is my pick to win this race. So I'm going to lock it in. There you go. My pick to win, Arthur Vieta. I think he can do it. He's just in there taking a breather. So that's who I'm picking to win. Should have picked somebody out on the track, shouldn't I? Speaking of somebody out on the track, how about this? Dennis Yuderchin back out here with us. I was just telling the kids today, man, about Dennis and how they have, Kharkiv and Kiev and the other major cities have been just bombarded where they have no heat and people were, freezing to death, and that's just terrible. No heat. He talked to us a few weeks ago. It was only 4 degrees Celsius in his house or in his apartment. So pretty bad there, and good to see him back. And hopefully, he seemed really happy when I heard him join the channel. So, and we're happy to see him too. So I got my pick in. It's Arthur Vieta. We get about 6 minutes, just under 6 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. Still not too late to get your picks in. Jelson Neto joining us in the chat session too. How about that? You see Jelson? Don't forget, the Tough Truck Series will be at St. Petersburg Grand Prix. First time we've been to this road course. 45-lap race. It's race number 8 of the season. a road course in the truck series. It's a fun track, really, man. It's not that hard of a track, not super technical, and there's a little chance to do some passing and do some side-by-side racing as well. That's coming up on February 21st in the High Octane Racing League Tough Truck Series. Saturday Night Thunder will be right back here tomorrow night for a 100-lap race. The Saturday Night Thunder Next Gen Series, race number 8 of the season from Atlanta. That racing starts at, the qual start at 9 p.m. Racing about 9:15. Go on board here with Sean Jenkins, get an idea what it's like to get around this joint. Very fast here through the tri-oval area, or quad oval if you will, and multiple lanes to deal with. You see him kind of working on the high lane, then dropping down to the bottom side. Trying to push to see what he can do. Jack Furtado going to come down pit lane here, kind of get an idea of what it's like there for him. Hard on the binders, right there. That's what I'm saying, man. What I'm saying. Got to be patient. I know there's that fine line, patience and being too slow or being too fast.
A lot of soul.
Got 3 minutes left to go. See, Joe Mar's gotten in here as well. Racing with us tonight, Tony Furtado and Dennis getting some laps in here in the last few moments of warm-up. Well, I'm ready to rock. I don't know about you. Been waiting for this all week long. Somewhat of a short week, only a 4-day work week, but next week will be a full week. Ugh. Getting rough for me, getting rough. Close to retirement, each day's getting a little bit more difficult. It does change your perspective, man. Once you reach retirement age, or eligibility for retirement, you have a whole new look on things, I tell you. It's no longer mandatory. You can just pick up and get out. Not that I'm thinking about that or not. All right. About a minute and a half or so left. Guys getting some final laps in here. And it does look like Arthur Beta has decided to grace us with his presence. Obrigado, my friend. Obrigado. I picked him to win, so he's got to show up, didn't I? I picked him to win. Got to get out here and dance around a little bit. Well, I got it locked in. So here we go. Here we go. It is time, baby. It is time. Going to get the command to start the engine. Hot Atlanta tonight, race number 7, 90-lap race. Warm-up is over.
Attention grid, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right, Atlanta, baby. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. Archie Vieta P1, Preston Hassel starts in the second position. Jesus Iglesias will start third. Stanislav Pavlov in the 62 starts in P4. Starting in P5 will be Gordon Carter in the 56. Giovanni Spindler starts 6th in that 68 car. Dana Grover in the Toyota starts 7th. Sean Jacobs will start 8th in the 24 car. Starting in 9th is Tony Furtado. Jack Furtado starts in 10th. So the brothers in the same row. John Stanley in 11th. Jomar Peixoto will start 12th. And Dennis Udichin will start in the 13th position. Don't forget my race keys here tonight. Throttle control. Make sure you manage your tires, limit that aggressive driving, and manage the traffic, of course, and also make good pit stops here at Atlanta. A lot of laps here, but as soon as this green flag drops, it is all take, I think, here at Atlanta for these guys. A lot of guys all hopped up because they like this track. It is good two-wide racing. It's fast. It's aggressive. But it can reach out and bite you if you're not careful. So Archer Vieta starting on the pole here tonight. Preston Hassel outside row 1. Pace cars off. Here we go. Well, they got pace cars got another lap to go. Okay. Who is it? My girlfriend driving that? Come on. I know she don't listen to me, but you don't have to carry it over to the sim world, do you? Hon? We could have played some more music, huh? Well, we're getting ready to step on the gas. Well, I think we're going to go. I think it's safe to assume we're going to go green this time by. And tonight's drop of the green flag brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. Interested in the rFactor 2 server? There are some server packages for you to choose from. Also, you want to host your website, online store, try EliteHostingUSA.com. All right, I think we're ready to go. Archer Vieta will now lead the field to take the green flag. You see Preston Hassel in the 27 on the outside. Got the 22 and the 62 behind. Look at that 62. Did not get up on the horse. The 22 jumped that. He got right in the back of that 4 car. He's pushing. Those guys might be working together. So a good jump there. Preston Hassel on that outside did not get going. And these guys are freight training on the inside. Archie Vieta was ready for the drop of that green flag. But I'll tell you, that 27 car was not ready. And neither was the 62. Gordon Carter running in P2 in that high place moving sponsor machine. Preston Hassel's falling back to the 3rd position. Excuse me, Gordon Carter 3rd. Preston Hassel back to the 4th spot. Jesus Iglesias got a good jump on that on that start, and really just drove right up onto the back of the 4 car. Didn't make contact with him, but he knows right now they're going to work together. It just has that feel. Dana Grover trying to make something happen on this outside line. He's got Tony Furtado just behind him. They're trying to organize here a little bit on this outside line. On board here with the 89 car. And make something happen here on the outside line. Keep these guys honest. The 68 in that mix as well. You see 68, Givaldo Spindler, he's on that bottom line. Get really careful here as you go through this trial where side by side. Things can tighten up in a hurry. And the 68 starting to make some moves, and he gets around the 89 car. So Givaldo fell back there just a little bit and reclaimed that spot. Now we got some more action going on. It's starting to get racy now. Sean Jacobs in this mix in S24. 47, Dennis Hughes in there as well. On board here with the Kubota sponsor machine. Behind that 68. Ooh, a little bit out of the throttle there. A little bit out of the throttle. 68 going to the high side now, going back down to the low side. So the 89 to 68 here having a battle. 9 in this mix as well. I see the 71. Gilmar Pachotto's worked his way up there. We got some racing going on, man. These guys are comfortable here, but man, backing that back a little bit. Get about 4 cars back there, and it gets busy in a hurry. And they really getting busy. Jack Furtado in this mix. It's 94. They're starting to dance around a little bit, take some chances. I saw somebody make a little contact with the wall as well. Take a look here as Yomar, I don't know whether he blinked out or what, but oh, right there. Oh, man, look at that. Dennis Udichin hit the wall. There's what happened. Dennis Udichin made hard contact with that wall. Holy Toledo. It's a moment ago here. Take a look at Dennis Udichin. He gets way up here, that trial, but gets into the outside wall. That is a hard lick, and it comes down, gets into the side of Gilmar Pachotto. And the 94 had a ringside seat for that. Udichin, hard contact there for him. Man. Dana Grover has taken the lead. Gotten around Archer Vieta. He and the 9 of Tony Furtado working together. Take a look at this pass here as the 89 and the 9 working together here on the high side. Preston Hassel was, Archer Vieta was leading, but those guys working together and getting around Vieta. Vieta now back to P3. So Dana Grover, our race leader. The guys at Trax VR, and maybe the ladies as well, are cheering the 89 car on right now. '89, the 9, and the 4. Toyota, 2 Chevys, and another Chevy trying to join it in Sean Jacobs, trying to close in on these guys. And about there by himself, followed by the 27. Uh-oh. We got a car off the pace. And it looks like maybe Gilmar Pachotto has come around. Something going there with Gilmar. He's come around. Now, PixBet sponsor machine. And he's off the pace here. Let's take a look and see what happened. Going through the tri-oval area, and looks like the 94 got into the wall, came back across the track, and got into the 71, and Dennis Judichin had a piece of that as well. So it looked like maybe the Gilmar was down on this inside, and he swings a little bit wide. I think the 94 was trying to avoid him, gets into the wall, bounces off the wall, and gets into that 71 car, and Dennis Judichin had a windshield full right there. On board here with Dennis Judichin. This is going to get busy for him in second. Boom! Gets him in the side, so maybe not hit the windshield. It might have hit that A-pillar. And that is Gilmar. Gilmar and the 94. See, the 94 gets into the outside wall, comes across the track, gets into the 71. And the 71, it goes airborne after getting into the wall. A little bit of airborne right here, and the 47 gets clipped a little bit. And Gilmar, devastating injury for him there in that left rear. He has lost a tire. That might have rolled out there through the wall onto the outside of the track. So maybe Gilmar might be out. It does look like he's out of the race. Unfortunately, the 94 made some contact. First caution flag here on lap 12. Man, I tell you see how aggressive this track can make you. I think the 94 just thought maybe Gilmar might be coming up a little bit. Made some, a little bit of an adjustment, an over adjustment in my opinion. And that looks like that cost him some problems. We'll take a look here. Watch this. See, it's a little bit of an adjustment right there. And, that's the wrong place to do it through that tri-oval, and he makes contact, and then there's contact right there with the 71. And 94 was good to get that car off the track when he did, but that was a tough break there for Gilmar. Hate to see that for Gilmar. On board here with Gilmar, he just gets turned right there on board here with him. And then that car is a hard into the wall, hard impact for the 71 car. What a tough break there. It looks like he has retired his machine, and rightfully so without that left rear tire. That whole wheel well, hub, everything. I mean, the whole hub was off of it. So the first caution flag of the night. Hopefully our only caution flag of the night. If you're watching us, please hit that thumbs up button. Get the algorithm talking, get these videos out there for people to see. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator, owner of TurnLeftTV. And we got some guys on pit lane here taking some service. Fellas have stayed out. We won't pay attention to them. We want to see this battle right now. And it looks like Artie Vieta is going to win that battle off pit lane between those guys. Gordon Carter, good pit stop there for him. Tony Furtado. 27, Preston Hassel. And the 89 is Dana Grover. You see Givaldo Spinola coming off pit lane. Also Stanislav Pavlov. John Stanley. And Dennis Judichin. So Sean Jacobs getting the lap led here. I think he'll come down pit lane. Be my suggestion to him if I were his crew chief. 22 also out there as well. Archie Vieta still needs to make a pit stop, I believe. So Jacobs, Iglesias, and Vieta, I think, will be coming down pit lane this time. If I'm a betting man, I'm thinking that's what's going to happen. And I'm wrong. I lost. Oh, man. Well, some of them did, so I get a little bit of my money back, right? Iglesias did. He came down pit lane, so we're on the same wavelength, man. Muy bien, mi amigo. Muy bien. And Sean Jacobs, I don't know where he's at in the Kubota sponsor machine. He's got his weed whacker out, I think. And Arthur Vieira says, I'm following Sean, brother. Muy malo. Cuatro. So Iglesias on pit lane taking some service. It looks like maybe the 68 car going to let some guys by as well. Looks like he might have got caught speeding on pit lane. Our race leader is Sean Jacobs. So this is interesting here with the little bit older tires here. I'm not sure whether he's going to dip down pit lane here and take some tires or what. I would have done it on this last lap, but I guess he feels like his tires are fine. See Jesus Iglesias rejoining. Well, it doesn't look like the 24 is going down onto the apron, so it does look like maybe he has decided to come down pit lane. That's going to put him back there in the back of the field as he's chosen to pit on this second lap. So he'll get 4 tires and fuel. And I think Archie Vieta has, he said, hey, I'm coming down here too, brother. I see ya. I see ya. I need to follow you. So Archer Vieta peeling off the track as well. This is Sean Jacobs peel off. Vieta looked like he was going to hang out there a little bit. On board here with him. And then he decides to come down pit lane at the last minute. So this is interesting here. Take a look at that decision. There he goes right there. Sneaky snake. Gordon Carter, you see those guys finishing up their pit stop here. Gordon Carter now at the race lead, and he said, interesting. I thought it was too. I would have pitted on that when pits open, you know, and now they're going to start in the back of the field, and maybe that's what they want. Jacobs and Vieta are going to start P11, P12. Tail into the field now. Gordon Carter and Preston Hassel will make up the front row, followed by the 89 and the 62. The 12, John Stanley finds himself in P5, as also Jesus Iglesias up on the outside row in row 3. Outside line in row 3 in that Orange Crush sponsor machine. So getting ready to go back green as the pace car peeling off the track.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Back to green here on lap 16. So I think guys were testing what they could do. We got in a little bit of a kerfuffle, a caution flag, and maybe guys, now that they know, oh, look at that, Dana Grover diving down to the inside, but the 56 slamming the door. The 56 slamming the door, and Preston Hassel running on this high side. Tim Horton's number 12, John Stanley working his way up here, battling for the 3rd position. Preston Hassel up on the high side right now has it, but John Stanley wants to make it 1, 2, 3 for Canada. Oh, Nelly boy, I'll tell you what, man, he slung it in there, didn't he? Holy smokes! John Stanley throwing that car up to the inside, up to the outside there. So the 27, the 12 car really making it happen. Gutsy move by the 12, and he is now in P3. So Gordon Carter, Canada. 89, Dana Grover, Canada. John Stanley, Canada. Preston Hassel, Virginia. Somewhere around there, I think. Jesus Iglesias in this mix, 27 of Preston Hassel, the Castle Edge sponsor machine. Is John Stanley now giving up a spot? He might battle back there on the outside. Archibald working his way through traffic. He did not like that decision to come down pit lane. That was not his. That was his crew chief. And we got some battling up here. Archie Vieta wants a piece of it. And Stanislav Pavlov wanting to get up there and mix it up. Stanislav starting to make a move here on the outside. Archie Vieta slamming the door a little bit. Whoa, man. 89 just dropped back. Look at this three-way battle. The 9 of Tony Furtado in this mix. This is some racing. These guys came here to race, man. On board here with Tony Furtado, or excuse me, on board here with Stanislav Pavlov and Tony Furtado on the outside line, working with Dana Grover and John Stanley. Oh! John Stanley at the outside wall. John Stanley made contact with that outside wall. I don't know how he held on to that, but you know he's got some right side damage. That'll rattle your cage. And the Tim Horton sponsor machine, I bet he spilled some coffee all over him. If it's caffeinated, he's going to be up all night. 56 high place moving sponsor machine, followed by the 27. You see the 22 on the inside and the 4 on the inside as well. At 22 making some moves. These guys are just racing. I'll tell you what, we are lap 22, and these guys are racing like it's the last lap. At 56, he's settled down, but the 4 and the 22 starting to work together. '27 to press the Hassel Castle sponsor machine. He's up on that outside. Good two-way, four-way battle here as the 22 drifted up just a little bit. And the Orange Crush sponsor machine, he wants the race lead. 56 battling back on the outside line, so the 22 not have it yet. And they are drag racing down the front stretch. Who's going to lead that lap? It looks like Jesus in the 22. 4-car of Archie Vieta trying to sneak around on the inside, make it 3 wide. I don't know. Maybe trying to cool the engine off. This battle up front is epic right now. 22, the 56, and the 4, the 27. That's what I was saying about this track. It is just so fast, and the racing is tight. Cars dance around a little bit. Get it to work on the inside, get it to work on the outside. 22 running that 27 up the track just a little bit. 27 now pitching it back down. Rubbing that paint back onto the 22. The 4-car looking on the inside. 12 on the outside line. He and the 89 now working together. Gordon Carter's reclaimed the race lead. 27 in second. Dana Grover moving up to the 3rd position. He's battling to Jesus. Jesus holding on to that 3rd spot. He's got a good run there through the corner. These guys are getting after it. John Stanley, remember he had been into the wall on board here with him. He might have made a little more contact with the wall there. Might have been a little bit of a hitch, I'm not sure. But he is running in the 6th position just behind Archie Vieta. He's got company with the 24 car. Sean Jacobs trying to move back up. Remember, he had pitted late on that caution flag, and he is now trying to work his way back up to the front in the 24. This is a dangerous deal. It really is. He and Vieta did the same pit strategy, and Vieta was able to really take advantage of the restart. The 24 got mired back in traffic, and this is Dangerville for me. It's a lot of fun. You see Tony Furtado in the 9 working with that 24. Gordon Carter, the race leader. These guys are battling back in the pack. Now Sean Jacobs trying to weave his way through right now in the 6th position. On board here with him as they see Jesus Iglesias in the 22. They're about ready to go 3 wide right there. And they did go 3 wide. Just for a moment, 3 wide action. The 22, the 4, and the 24. Tony Furtado backed off. He saw impending doom unfolding in front of him. Take a look at Givaldo Spindola running in the 10th position. He and Dennis Schuderson battling. 68 getting around, holding on to P10. Whoa, not what I wanted to do. That's the schedule for the Bushwhacker, or for the Saturday Night Thunder. Come out and join us. We'll be in Atlanta tomorrow. A lot of buttons to hit, man. 56, Gordon Carter, the leader, as Archer Vitta has methodically worked his way up to P3, P2. 89, Dana Grover trying to take over P3. Good racing here. Sean Jacobs seems to have tagged onto the back of the 4 car and try to follow him through. Mimic what he's doing, and it's working well. Sean Jacobs has been able to weave his way through some traffic and now finds himself in the 6th position, battle for P5 with Jesus Iglesias. Tony Furtado trying to follow that 24 through as well. You see the 62, Stanislav Pavlov. He's running in the 8th spot, battling John Stanley in the 12 car. Good racing here. Got a good long green flag run with these guys. And there's been some good side-by-side racing. They seem to have settled down somewhat. They were getting after it early on. Good to see Chris Shivers in here. Chatting it up. Get him Fireball Flash. Get him up on the screen. Thank you so much for supporting the channel, supporting Fireball Flash as well. Good racing. Speaking of Fireball Flash, he had just gotten around the 22. Dana Grover in the 89 starting to, and maybe a little tire save strategy early on. This guy's used up their tires, and now maybe a little bit better tread on his 4 tires. He's starting to move up here. Toyota is in P4. Got to play a little defense now as a 22 looking around, and they're starting to get racing. 27 getting passed by that 4 car. That 4 car just showed some muscle and got around the 27, and Dana Grover tried to do this as well, and that is tight. And Dana Grover getting by the 27 on the outside line, and that got tight right there. I think we're going to see some pit stops here on board with the 27. 89 making his way through. I think the 56 indicating he's going to be making a pit stop here pretty soon. Out of the gas is that 27. The 56 going to make a pit stop. Take a look at him. Preston Hassel going to try to make his way through. Pretty clean pit stop there, all in all. That's why these guys communicate, man. They have to announce that they're pitting. No surprise pits. The 4 car, our race leader. The 89 of Dana Grover in 2nd. Preston Hassel shown 3rd. As Gordon Carter and John Stanley on pit lane. And we may see some more guys coming down pit lane. It does look like the 24 and the 22 coming down pit lane. Also the 89, he had a little bit interesting entry onto pit lane. Kind of got a little squirrely there for the 89. Let's take a look here. This is hot coming in right here. That is hot. Whoa! Did he get it woed up in time? Holy Toledo. 4 car coming down pit lane now. The race leader on pit lane. So on the 4 of Archer Vieta is on pit lane. Don Stanley finished up his pit stop. He's showing in the 12th position right now. And I'm not sure about Dana Grover, whether he got caught speeding or not. He is not acting like he did. So far, it does not. But he was really, really close. He locked him up. The car got a little cattywampus, some white smoke for us, just to make things interesting. But it seems like the 89 car is okay. See Archie Vieta coming back out on track after making his pit stop. Tony Furtado now shown as the race leader in the 9. Dana Grover second, Preston Hassel third, Archie Vieta fourth, and Gordon Carter running in the 5th position. But it does look like Tony Furtado down on the inside will be coming down pit lane here pretty soon. Letting those guys go. Those guys went by in a hurry, so I can't imagine him staying out. Maybe he hasn't made a pit stop. I'm not sure. Or maybe he has already made a pit stop. Well, it does say he's made 2 pit stops there, so there we go, number of stops. One way to find out. So those guys are, maybe he was just letting them go. So those guys are running together here. Dana Grover has taken over the race lead. Followed by the 27 of Preston Hassel. The 68, Givaldo Spindle on the inside line. He's going to let these guys go. I think he's going to give them the outside. These guys nose to tail. How about that? A little Toyota, a little Ford, a little Chevy. 1, 2, 3. Good parity there. P4 is Sean Jacobs, followed by the 22 of Jesus Iglesias, 56 of Gordon Carter. And Stanislav Pavlov wanting to tag onto the back of those guys. That 62 car, South Point sponsored Chevy. Oh, we got a yellow flag. We got a yellow flag, and it does look like maybe Jesus might have been involved. I'm not sure. I saw a white car. Maybe Jesus Iglesias. He is sideways here on the track. So the 22 looks like he might have had some problems here. Let's take a look. The 22 and the 56 here. Looks like 22 coming up a little bit, getting into that 56 car. Man. And Sean Jacobs, he was ahead of those guys. Take a look here as they come off the corner. I think Jesus just kind of maybe misjudged, thought he might have been clear, and then Carter got into the back of him. Yeah, it just looked like here, you see the 56 goes up to the high side. You're coming off the corner. He's on the high side, on the high side, on the high side. Watch that black mark, that line, and he's really moving further to the outside toward the wall. But the 22, I think, just misjudged that pass. They didn't think the 56 was going to be there. And then contact. And Pavlov was able to make it through, and more contact there for that 20. Take a look at Pavlov. Watch this. Coming off, you see those guys get together. Maybe the might have been a little bit moving down up to that 56. Hard to tell. Well, things happen in a hurry, and these guys communicate a little bit. You know, let them know they're clear or not clear or something like that, and that could avoid some deal. You avoid some of those crashes like that. There'd be a little bit of communication. They're all on TeamSpeak together, so they can definitely do that. But you know, it's just part of it, I guess. That's racing. CD Jackman also joining us here. Go Fireball. So he's got a big crew there cheering him on. Maybe some from home and some from the facility. Well, we are just about to halfway. And here are the race keys. How have we done? Throttle control. It's been pretty good, really. Tire management, I don't think has really been an issue. Aggression, that's the one right there that I think is the problem, right? I think they have been aggressive at times. This track does lend itself to that. It's a lot of fun when you do get a little aggressive. And managing the traffic too. Those two things right there are the big glaring things that they need to work on, I think. Make good pit stops here. Of course, we've had a couple pit stops, one under green, and we've had some caution flag pit stops. So not much of an issue there, I don't think. But, definitely aggression. Well, don't forget, next week we will be at Watkins Glen. We'll move the old rectangle down. Watkins Glen 40-lap race coming up next week. Their only road course on the series schedule, and that's coming up on February the 27th. Phoenix follows that on March the 6th, and Vegas will be on March the 13th. Finish out season number 1. Are we already closing out season number 1? That is crazy. It's that time of the year, man. It's race time now. Indy cars, stock cars, and by the way, I will be announcing an IndyCar series very, very soon. And I think we're going to have a lot of Euro guys in that as well. So if you guys are interested in doing some IndyCar racing, man, we got an 8-race season coming in May, starting the first part of May, as a matter of fact. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And that would be awesome. So come on out and check us out. I'll be broadcasting. There'll be Saturdays at noon Eastern time. Will be qualifications, and about 12:15 is when we'll kick off the race. And we got 5 ovals and 3 road courses. Of course, the ovals, all ovals that are on the schedule, the road courses as well. Belle Isle is one of them, I know. Road America and Indy GP. Love that track, man. That's home for me. Of course, Indy Oval, Milwaukee. Where else we were doing? I forget now. Nashville. Some great tracks, man. Worldwide Technology. And we see pit stops happening here. Is that Dana Grover going to lead this crew down to make a pit stop? Gordon Carter, Stanislav Pavlov, and also Artem Vera all on pit lane. You see the 89 pull it into his pit stop. 4 tires and fuel. Victoria's Secret. Uh-oh. Where are the girls at? Maybe they're at Trax VR tonight, man. Oh, man. Victoria's Secret models at Trax VR? I'm in. I am in. I'll stop the broadcast right now and buy a ticket. Oh, boy. All right, John Stanley is our race leader. That Tim Horton-sponsored Ford. Jesus Iglesias in the 27 or 22 car will start in the second position. 24, Sean Jacobs starts third. Preston Hassel will start in the 4th position. Now what we're going to do here, we're just past halfway. We got a lot of laps to go. That second run, they're a little bit more patient. They got a little aggressive later. Just that one, those two cars get together. But now what are we going to do here in the back half?
Go, go, go.
I think the intensity is going to pick up here a little bit. John Stanley, our leader. Side by side there with the 22. 27 and the 24, row number 2. 47, Dennis Jurichin in this mix. He's running in the 5th position, trying to make some moves in that 47 car. The 9 Valvoline sponsored Chevy is just behind him. And Dana Grover is just behind the 9 car. Oh boy, you see the 9 got out of the gas right there. That was going to be a bad wreck. The 47 got a little squirrely, went down to the inside, and the 9 could have taken that spot, but he got out of the gas to let that 47 straighten it up. He did not want to see another caution flag. That was a very smart move by the 9 car right there. On board here with Dennis Jurichin. Jurichin, one of our great Ukrainian drivers, lives in Kharkiv. Oh, the 94 up there as well. Jack Furtado. Jack Furtado trying to scooch his car through. He was running side by side there with Arthur Vieira. And now inching ahead is Jack Furtado trying to make some moves. Now battling his brother Tony. He's on the outside and got a little sideways there ahead. They had to get out the throttle. That 27 car dove down to the inside line. Well, I don't know what happened there. Take a look here as Preston Hassel's on this outside. And something happened here is a little bit of a checkup there. Right there, those guys checked up and maybe let the 27 get by. There, they gave him some room. He had to run. He was on the outside, and they gave him some room to move forward on the inside line. So the 20, that was a little teamwork right there is what that was. So, wow, Preston Hassel to the race lead. Thank you for being a friend. John Stanley and the 24, Sean Jacobs, got out of the throttle and let him have some room, and he dove down to the inside. So the Castle sponsor machine now up to P1 as Tim Hortons number 12 is in second. Ace was trying to regain some momentum. He's got the 47 and the 9 on the high side. Jack Furtado up here in this mix as well. Jack Furtado running in the 7th spot. Tony Furtado, I take that back. On board here with Tony Furtado. There's Jack Furtado right there. That inside in P5. They just might have made a little contact with the wall in a Kupians. Bugs Bunny sponsor machine. This is getting really, really interesting here. Now Hassel still holding his own as Jesus seems to have recovered a little bit. He's got Jack Furtado up beside him. Jack Furtado's got him ahead of steam. He's wanting to lead some laps. Jesus now looking at the 94 out of the front of his car. 94 of Jack Furtado, 94 HJY Classic Rock sponsor machine. And Jesus still committed to that outside. He's got Arthur Vieira on the outside as well. Looks like to me. Well, Arthur Vieira right there looking out of the back of Jesus' car. There's Arthur Vieira running in the 4th position. Jack Furtado now falling back to 3rd, and Jesus has got the decision to make. Is he going to stay with Arthur? He's trying to play both sides. And Arthur Vieira working a high side as the 24 also on that high side. Preston Hassel sees these guys closing in. Jesus going to the outside. He wants a little taste of the lead. 27, look a little muscle there in that Ford coming off the corner. Oh, right there, he came over a little bit. 27 might have came over on that 22. There's contact. And the 22 muscled his way through, so there was contact there. A little contact, and it looked like that Preston Hassel might have got into the outside wall. Take a look here. It's a little bit earlier here, it does look like. Take a look here. Preston Hassel, he might have gotten up into the outside wall. I don't know if there was contact or what. So Jesus is on this outside. And then not getting out of the gas there. The 27 comes up the track a little bit, and Jesus was way up there by the wall. And it looked like maybe Archie Vieira had a ringside seat for that as well. Right there, take a look. Jesus down to the inside. This might be a little bit after the fact, but it does look like I'm thinking about maybe Jesus, Archie Vieira had a ringside seat for that. So Jesus is up on this outside. He's way up here by the wall. Car does get a little bit loose right there. He does get into, looks like he may have made contact right there. Boy, that's hard to say. But those guys definitely got together. Going back to live as Jesus Iglesias is the race leader. 4 of Archie Vieira has been able to get around. And those guys have opened up a little gap on the rest of the field. About a half a second or so. And Sean Jacobs running in the 3rd position. He and Tony Furtado have hooked up, and they're starting to run down that front too. 24 and the 9, a couple Chevys there working together. Trying to join the other 2 Chevys. With guys hailing from Brazil, although the 22 of Jesus Iglesias is a Spaniard living in Brazil. And look at that. The 24 and the 9 have figured it out. They've got a little help with Dana Grover. Are they going to stay down on the bottom side? They might have hung him out to dry. He was rolling with them, but it looks like he's going to have to tuck in. So 24 and the 9 here on lap 62 seem to be working together a little bit. Take a look here as Jack Furtado and Dennis Jurichin battle. Jack Furtado on the outs, up in the middle as the 68 of Givaldo Spinola trying to make a pass here on the inside. Givaldo now 1 lap down in the lucky dog position. No incentive really for him to race super hard since he does have the lucky dog position locked up right now. Holy smokes. Car went up the track. That car went up the track here. A little bit later, here's Jack Furtado working his high side on the 62 of Stanislav Pavlov. Furtado pulling off that pass. Sean Jacobs the leader. The 9, Tony Furtado is in 2nd. Jesus Iglesias 3rd, Vieira 4th, and Dana Grover is in 5th. A little bit of a 5-car breakaway. Preston Hassel back to, he's about a second and a half behind that group. Here's Preston Hassel leaving the 2nd group. It's on that outside as see Dennis Jurichin and Stanislav Pavlov had a battle there with Toyota versus Chevy. Tony Furtado and Jesus Iglesias battle. Jesus has recovered. He is now trying to reclaim the race lead. Working on the inside. He's got a little help from Vieira, and we got to wonder where Dana Grover's going to go on this. I think he felt like those guys left him out high and dry last time, and he may end up going with the 22, 8 of the 4. We'll see how this works out. The 24 and the 9 holding off a battle or holding off a challenge from the 22 car. But 22, oh, you got a little squirrely there. I think the 4 might have taken some air off the spoiler, and that 22, the 4 right up onto the back of the 22, and that thing got a little bit squirrely. Little bit squirrely. We're taking a look at Jesus Iglesias here. That car did look like it got a little loose just a little bit earlier. Take a look here as he does look like he does get a little bit loose. Now this is a wrong time, I'll be honest with you. You can see this is when these guys getting back, and well, he does get a little bit loose. This 22 car. In fact, that's back into that car wanted to come around a little bit on him. As he and the 4 were battling for position. Tony Furtado now the race leader, and he's indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. So we do have Sean Jacobs and Jesus Iglesias both on pit lane. So the 9 and maybe the 89 going to follow him. I'm not sure about the 4, but the 9 indicating he's coming down pit lane. And the 89 gets into the back of the 9. And he misses pit lane. Oh, no. And that was not a good deal because he came in around the cones, and I'm not sure it's going to, man, well, I don't know what happened there, but that did not work out for Tony Furtado at all. Let's take a look at this replay here. Maybe. That's a little bit after the fact, isn't it? Tony Furtado, let's take a look. He got rear-ended here by the 89. Now, I heard Tony admit or announce that he was pitting several times, and the 89 gets rear-ended here by the, or excuse me, the 9 gets rear-ended by the 89, and then the 89 misses pit stall or pit entry. Or the 89 is on pit lane. Preston Hassel looks like he's retired his machine. Not sure what happened to the 89 car, or excuse me, the 27 car. All right, Arjavieta, the race leader. Sorry, I was trying to fix a technical error. The 4 of Arjavieta, the leader. He's got kind of out there by himself right now. And he is closing in on Dennis Uderchin as we've had green flag pit stops. Jesus Iglesias, the leader. And I think Tony Furtado might have gotten caught speeding. He got, or maybe a bad entry or whatever it was, but and it might not even have pitted his car, considering he missed the cone, but he did get shoved out there in the grass. These guys do announce over the radio. I did hear him announce on the radio. I monitor the TeamSpeak chat, and he definitely announced that he was going to be pitting. Whether he said that on private or out loud, I don't know, but it seemed like maybe the 89 did not get the memo or didn't hear the message, I think. And the 22 and the 24 here battling now as we're taking a look at P2, P3. And the 22 is in a sandwich between the 56 and the 62. Stanislav Pavlov wants to get up there and do some racing. Jacobs leading this train. He's running in the second position. And Gordon Carter just behind him in the 56. Dana Grover on the 80 in the 89 up on the high side, running in the 5th position. And Stanislav Pavlov is going to need some help on that inside line. He is making it work, though. Really pushing these tires. We're in the waning moments, I tell you. We got, about 24 laps to go-ish. And the 62 has given up hope there of making that pass, and he tried to tuck back in. John Stanley had to take an evasive move to keep from getting into him. The 12 of John Stanley spilling some more coffee. Keeping it out of that South Point sponsored machine. No harm, no foul on that one, I guess. Well, Artur Vieta likes where he's sitting. He's out front. Good race lead here. 3.5-second lead for Artur Vieta. Couple cars out of the race here. Looks like Gilmar Peixoto and Preston Hassel both out of the race. Tough break there for Gilmar and Preston. Gilmar tends to have some connection issues there, and I would be happy to sort of help him out, and if I knew exactly what the situation was and give him some suggestions. I hate to see that, man. He comes out and races and gets makes up some spots and gets up in the middle of the pack there, starts getting really racing, and he loses his connection. And what a bummer. See what, Sean Jacobs running in P2. He has not been able to chip away at the race lead. As you see now, Dana Grover says, let me give it a shot. And he's on the inside, so Dana Grover now getting around Sean Jacobs, followed by the Tim Horton sponsor number 12 car, John Stanley. 62 in the 24 up on the high side. Gordon Carter on that low side. And now those guys go up to the high side. So can Dana Grover chip in to Artur Vieta's lead? 3.9 seconds now is that lead for Artur Vieta. As we are approaching 10 laps to go. You see Gordon Carter trying to make some moves on the inside. He's going to need a little help down there. But these guys drafting on this high side is sort of a done deal. Your fate is sealed on that bottom side unless you can really get a good run and get a kind of a dive bomb situation. So John Stanley in the 12. As Jack Furtado has come off the track. Looks like Jack Furtado is making a pit stop. The 94. We go back up here to our race leader, Artur Vieta. Well, we spread out the field a little bit, straggled or scattered the field, if you will, and that's made things a little bit better. That's the 94 of Jack Furtado on pit lane. And I got to wonder, are these guys going to have to make a pit stop? I mean, Jack is making a pit stop here, and unless he had some damage to that car, that's a pretty long one on there too. So, maybe he is dealing with some damage here in this 94 car. So a long time on pit lane here for the 94, and he is down now 4 laps. So I think not an indication of what's in plan for these front runners. So it does look like Jack Furtado has retired his machine. A tough break there for him. Michelle Bruno joining us in the chat. Cheering on Fireball Flash. Right now it seems to be the Artur Vieta show. If he wins, you know what that means. No interview. He doesn't give interviews anymore, man. And he is running behind Dennis Udichin, who is at the tail end of the lead lap. No hurry for Vieta, really. If there's a caution flag, which Udichin would like to see, he's going to be able to drive around and catch up to the field. We got 5 laps to go, and I don't think we're going to have it. Things are looking pretty solid now. So the battle is really for P2. Sean Jacobs has it right now. So Sean Jacobs in the second position as we take a look at the 62. On my other screen. So we cross the line. We've got 3 to go as the 4 car, a little bit of traffic there. It's Tony Furtado in the 9.
Yellow.
Oh, no. No. Oh, my gosh. Arthur Vieta did not want to see that. We've got some cars around. Look at that. That's there you go. That's what happened. 3 cars got together. 3 cars got together, and we got cars off the pace. You've got to be kidding me. Now, Udichin got a gift. Givaldo got a gift. He's in the lucky dog position. Holy Toledo. Let's take a look and see what happened. There's 3 cars here. 56, the 12, and the 62. 3 wide coming off the corner. 56 coming up the track a little bit right there. Maybe squeezing into that 12 and into the 62, and they all go pirouetting down. Oh, a little on your lid. That'll, and they lost a hood in that South Point sponsor machine. Wowza. Get another look at this. Contact right there. And then John Stanley up on his lid. And it gets it righted up. It gets into the 62 and knocks off his hood. Those guys just got together. You know, that's how that happens. Just trying to race for position here in the end and got together. And boom, and the 62 goes spinning. And he's going to get hit again by the 12. 12 slamming his butt right into the doghouse of that car. So a late race caution flag. Lucky dog is Givaldo Spindola. And the 4 of Arthur Vieta did not want to see that. Holy Toledo. John Stanley and Gordon Carter both on pit lane. Taking service. I think Gordon Carter got the bad end on that deal too. So, well, you know what that means. You know what that means. That's right. It means green, white, checker. Sean Jacobs wanted to see that, so he was happy. He's in P2. He gets to catch up. Now, the deal is here that, you know, they don't have fresh tires. They do not have fresh tires. So some of those guys, maybe a little bit back in the pack, might have some fresh tires and might be able to do something with this. Oh, the Ford does come down pit lane. Oh, my heavens. Are you kidding me? The Ford coming down pit lane? This is interesting here. I mean, we got a green, white checker hitting us in the face and the 4 car coming down pit lane. So maybe they all followed him down pit lane. So the 4, Arthur Vieta, is he going to take 2 tires? This might be a little bit of a battle here. John Stanley getting out. So Vieta now, John Stanley got out, but John Stanley is 3 laps down. And wow. Okay. Givaldo's shown as a race leader right now. How about that? I'm freaking out. I don't know what's happening here. So Givaldo Spindola, the race leader. Archer Vieta second. Jacobs third. Grover fourth. Uterchin, couple Toyotas there, fourth and fifth. Uterchin in fifth. This is interesting. I tell you what, the drama here at Atlanta. All right, it looked like Tony Furtado went down pit lane. And the 68 to the race leader. Now the 12 is the 12 is 12th right now. The race leader is the 68 of Givaldo. 22 is going to have to do a drive around, so he's going to get I think he's going to get a wave around here. At least that's what it should be with this green-white checker. The 12 letting the 4 car go. That should be, the 68 going down to the inside, and what's he doing here? It's like he may be pitting. What is the deal? Oh, he got told to go to the end of the longest line. So I got it here. So there's a lot going on, man. There is a lot going on. Now Vieta back to the lead. Iglesias should be dropping back, I think, or he should have gone around the pace car. Iglesias is at the tail end of the lead lap, so he should get a wave around. So he's definitely at the tail end of the lead lap, and I think this time by he'll get the wave around here. Let's see. And the 4 car has elected to take the inside. It does look like the 22 is going to get his wave around. So I got a little confused there, man. Golly. All right, let's reset here and let me clear my mind. Artur Vieta is the leader. The 24, Sean Jacobs, starts on the outside line. The 89, Dana Grover, starts third. Fourth is the 47. 62, Stanislav Pavlov will start in the 5th position. Waldo Spindola is shown in 6th. So a little bit of a reset my mind, figure out where I'm at. That was a little confusing, I'll be honest with you. It happened at an odd time too. So we have green-white checker. In case you're just joining us, green-white checker here at Atlanta. It's been a good one. And we got some heavy hitters up front here for this dash green-white checker. Artur Vieta seems to get that car to the front when he needs to. Won a lot of laps tonight. Kind of bailed out a little bit through the middle of the race, but now back up front. Here we go, the 89 into the back of the 4. Got to give him a boost as the 4 gets a good run. That high side could be the place to be, though. The 24 battling back on the outside line. He's got the 47 working with him. And Artur Vieta now clears the 24. Can he hold on? Is the 89 giving him a little bit of an arrow push? The 89 says, heck with that. I'm going down to the inside. The 89 was here to win this race. He is now snookered that 4 car. The 89 gets by. 24 into 47 working on the high side. And wow, last lap here at Atlanta. The 89 and the 24 getting together. The 89 now has to deal with the 4 car. The 4 car looking on the bottom side. 89 playing a little defense. Maybe one more try here for the 4. 4 diving down to the inside. The 89 on the outside line. Here we go. Artur Vieta, can he hold on? And they're going to be a photo finish here. Oh, Artur Vieta sneaks it out. Oh my gosh, the 47 car down as well. And Dana Grover finishes in 3rd. You gotta be kidding me. Wow. I gotta watch that again. I gotta watch this again. Watch this. Look at this, the late pass here, and Dennis into the back of the 4. He tried to sneak it in there. Oh my heavens. You gotta be kidding me, man. That was crazy. And the 4 winning this race. You gotta be kidding me, man. That was amazing. So the 4 car getting the big win. You gotta stop spinning around. I can't keep my camera up with you, dude. Gotta get a screenshot, brother. There we go, I got one. Wow, that was absolutely insane. You gotta be kidding me. Artur Vieta, and guess what? I picked the dude to win the race tonight, man, and he is happy. Maybe he'll stay around for a chat. My heavens.
We'll step on the gas.
That was amazing. What a finish. What a finish. My heavens. That was an amazing finish. I know some of those guys were disappointed, but I'll tell you what, from my perspective, that was an entertaining finish. It certainly was. This is why we do this racing here, man. What a great battle there. And Artur Vieta has disconnected, so he won't be doing an interview for us. We should fine him for that, right? Artur, you got to come in here and talk about that finish, bro. That was amazing. Absolutely amazing. So congratulations to Artur Vieta on getting the win. Let's take a look at the final results. What an amazing finish here tonight. Green-white checker, and Artur Vieta takes it home in P1. Dennis Schumacher, what a great run there. The top Toyota tonight, finishes in 2nd. Dana Grover, I know he's disappointed. He finishes in 3rd, but what a battle there. Sean Jacobs finished in the 4th position. Givaldo, good run there for him, finishes in P5. Jesus Iglesias finishes in the 6th position. Stanislav Pavlov finishes in the 8th spot. John Stanley finishes in 9th in the 12th. Gordon Carter finishes in P10. P11, Jack Furtado in the 94. Preston Hassel finishes in that 12th position. Not a good night there for him in the 27 car. Jomar Peixoto finishes in 13th in the 71 car. That was a crazy finish. So, congratulations to Artur Vieta on getting the win. You have got to be kidding me, man. That was an amazing finish. I'm going to have to capture that. And when I do decide to make another video, definitely include this. This was an amazing finish. I love to watch this race. These guys do a great job in this series. And I tell you, man, you got some heavy hitters up front there at the end. You know you're going to have some drama here at Atlanta. I've talked about this in the pre-race show. This is tight racing here. It's fast, aggressive, and we were going to see some finish like this. And I'm glad I did, man. I'm so stoked that these guys came out to race and put on a great show. My heavens, man. And maybe we got another one headed for you next week. Be a little bit different. Watkins Glen 40-lap race coming up next week here in the Buschwackers Series. And then we got Phoenix. That could be another photo finish. And also Las Vegas, too. So the last 2 tracks there, you might want to tune in on those nights to check those 2 races out. Wow, what an amazing finish. Congratulations to Artur Vieta on getting the win. Just an incredible finish. Gelson Neto freaking out over that finish. Good to see Jelson in here. And Chris, you're right, man. Love the excitement. Thank you, man. That's crazy. I love this stuff, man. When races turn out like this, as entertaining as they are. And Arthur definitely put on a show. These guys all did, man. We had some, some pretty impressive caution flags, to be honest with you. Sometimes they're fun to watch. We just don't like to get a bunch of them. Holy smokes. My guess did win, Arthur. Vieta won, that's right. So thanks, Givaldo, for pointing that out. Appreciate that. Yep, my guess. It wasn't my guess. That's an educated guess, brother. Come on, mi amigo. Hey, Tough Truck Series will be back in action at St. Petersburg. First time we've been to this track. 45-lap race, and the Truck Series is actually racing there this season. So race number 8, and it's this coming weekend. So race number 8 of the season, St. Petersburg in the Tough Truck Series, coming up on Wednesday. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you're interested in an rFactor 2 server, how about you want some shared web hosting or VPS hosting? Maybe you want to host your website or your online store. Those all available through EliteHostingUSA.com. Thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeftTV. Please hit that thumbs up button. If you're watching, you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I encourage everybody to come out and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit that bell. You get updates when races are going live. And they're going to be like this. You don't want to miss them. So congratulations to Arthur Vieta for bringing us a great race. And all the drivers out here tonight. What a fantastic show they put on. That's going to do it for me tonight, folks. I'm out of here. We'll see you next time.